everybody know around and heard of this, heard of us. We ain't going nowhere, it's a herd of us. Hold up, roll up. Levitating like I'm David Blaine. Living a dream like I'm David Ames. Talk all you want, we are not the same. Step in the spot that ain't know the name. So more albums my first week than Harry Styles and Katy Perry. That ain't a sign of the times, then I don't know what is, man. It's scary, cause I've been blowing up like C4 and I'm 3 for 3 like a free throw. Anybody hating on the boy, take a step back and then now my phone blowing up like ring, 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 ring. That Kevin Durant, I'm a champion. Check the numbers, I'm a champion. Can't sleep on the boy anymore, but the haters that love to hate gon' Star-Lord, champion. Know the name and they know the alias, that's for sure. Gave him 44, now here's 44 more.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west.
I'm Cassidy Hubbarth with ESPN. This year's NBA
Right in the money, I love it even though it's fast. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying they supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
Still screaming free the fam, they coming home now. All this about my I got up now. How you real, you can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now, on the road now. All in the MIA, all like this. Boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down, my go down.
this. Come on, we got this.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the but it my fault, they want me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that's me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shows. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh, really now? Aight, man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want.
Max, I want to ask you, you had an
Right now, Sam. 24 hours, cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector, don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the, hello? No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20 to see it.
With the first pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select DeAndre Ayton of Casco, Bahamas, and the University.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, burn everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my. Want me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Stay alive, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you I ain't got no money? Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my. Call me talking. Hey, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. What's up? See you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. What's up? I bet you can. Love the weekend. Love the weekend. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. What's up? I bet you can. My like. My like. My like.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Cry on it. Wanna can I vibe on it. Get live. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the singing like Jodeci. Cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers, color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took a smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now the one getting paid for it. They got us a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. Saint Laurent on my feet. Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Wanna can I vibe?
It's NBA action. The Hawks control the tip. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Wall with it up top. They trail by 2. Beal to Wall. Not that time. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Got a piece to knock it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Mo Bamba. It goes down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Wall across the timeline. Down 4. To Howard. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Number 2, John Wall.
Screen coming.
Shot clock winding down. Has a look. The shot almost. Wall into the front court. Down 2. Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Fires the 3. Not getting the bounce. Beal to Wall. And a throwdown. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Number 3, Bradley Beal.
And count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down just a couple. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Dwight Howard, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. 2 for 2 on that trip. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
There it is, John Wall. 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Wall. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Schlenk, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, and now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. It's Washington with the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Porter. John Wall goes to work. The jumper's off the mark. Prince up against Beal. Short jumper won't go down. Not that time. Beal to Wall. Trying to cash in. Not today.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Washington basketball.
Here we go.
Probing the defense. Short jumper misses. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Short jumper won't fall.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Mo Bamba. Nice pass to get things going.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Changes coming from both sides right now. F-ball's.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time. Substitutions, Atlanta. Double. Into the game for the Wizards.
We go. Check this. Come on, we got
To DiVincenzo.
Don't let him split. Gotta come through.
Got it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Finish that.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the...
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
I got him. Here we go.
Too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, and inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Ken Bazemore. More. And he finishes at the rim.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. For three, that one off the mark. It's no good. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Stuffs it down with authority. just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Hawks with a nice advantage. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you.
We know what's coming. Go get it. Substitutions at Atlanta. Entering the game for the Washington Wizards.
To Tyler Dorsey. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. To the rim, lays it up and in.
That boy is living his best life.
Wizards have it.
I got ball.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Hawks have it. And look out. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Trevor Ariza against the Ukrainian Len. Miles Plumlee pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
4-3. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Gilgeous-Alexander from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't get the bounce.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Hey, match up, match up, match up. Match up, baby.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Has a look. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look.
But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Ken Bazemore. From the outside, no good. Wizards at the controls.
Here coming left, 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 left.
Five seconds to shoot. To Gilgeous-Alexander. From the painted area, won't go down. Another shot won't go either. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Gilgeous-Alexander. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Here's Atlanta. To Ken Bazemore. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound taken by the Wizards. Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hey, lock up.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, yeah, 2-point.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
My ball. I got ball.
Deep left corner. Gilgeous-Alexander. Hawks have it. Sets him up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Hey, right.
Trevor Ariza, defended by Len. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, knocks it down from three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Jan Mahinmi able to recover with the block. Cashes in for two.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Wizards with the basketball. Hawks have the rebound.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. My ball. Got the mismatch. Oh, yeah,
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
To the rim. Now a steal by Washington. Into the front court. It's Wall. Down a bundle. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Down low, Collins. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Lock up. Here you come.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, emphatic slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
The assist from number 31.
19-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Washington with the basketball.
I'm here. I got ball.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Count the bucket for two.
shoot it.
To Wall. Shot from the lane won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To DiVincenzo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Wall with it up top. His guys down big. Nice swat that time. That one's going to be out of bounds. Beal. Rebound claimed by the Hawks. Prince up against Porter.
Double cutter.
To Mo Bamba. DiVincenzo. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Wall across the timeline. Looking to make something happen.
Which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Wall. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Washington basketball. Wall. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Wall in the front court. He'll run the offense. Beal. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Wall. The drive right to the basket. Superman, Dwight Howard, 4 out of 7.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Mo Bamba. Short jumper off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Howard to Wall. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Add 2 points to the board.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Big finish at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
John Wall at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Washington has the rebound. Wall to Porter. Now a steal by Atlanta.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Mo Bamba powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Wall to Beal. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Deep two there, won't go.
Hey, switch, I got him. Watch the cutter, man.
Dwight Howard with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Gets to the basket and scores.
Wait, Ed, have you ever seen a slow-speed car chase? That's what that looked like.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And the basket good at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Howard. Swings it. Wall. Not going down here. Beyond the arc for three. Knocks it down.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Wall to Howard.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Short jumper off the mark. Takes it coast to coast. And the strong finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Dwayne Dedmon rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Howard. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Howard to Wall. Dwayne Dedmon. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Wall to Howard. Gets a shot up off the mark. Into the front court comes Wall. Down a bundle. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. From the painted area, won't go down. Wizards have it. Wall. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Knocked loose. John Collins snatching it out of the air. Nothing going here on that drive. He'll put it up at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Hawks already pulling away. Hawks with the basketball to start this 4th quarter. And Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game, but I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the 4th quarter.
4-3. Can't get the bounce. Mo Bamba lays it in.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers him and puts him right on balance every time.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Gilgeous-Alexander, great pass to set it up. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander fires the 3. That won't go. Oh, wasn't sure if he'd even shoot it, yet it goes down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ariza to the basket, but he can't get it to go. Looking for his man. Flushes down the slam.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
I got this play on. Let's go.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Can't connect from inside. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room.
We got this. Let's go. Substitutions.
From long range, off the iron, no good. Wall to Beal. Taurean Prince sends it away. Porter to Beal. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Porter. Here's Wall for two. Shot won't go.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Lets it fly from long range. Wizards at the controls. To Beal. Takes stock of the floor. Wall. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
That pass stolen by the Wizards. Short jumper won't fall. To Mo Bamba.
Trap this, come on, we got it.
And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court. It's Wall. His guys down big. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
And scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Wizards with the basketball. Porter to Beal. John Wall goes to work. Off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Wall with it up top. He'll run the offense. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
He gets it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Mo Bamba. And count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Wall across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Trying to cash in. Not that time. To Mo Bamba. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
And count it at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, the Hawks are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion.
The Hawks put their opponents away.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Washington Wizards did so many things wrong when it came to defending the fast break. I'm not sure it's the kind of thing that can be fixed with a single practice, so they better get started, and soon. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame. Go up in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had the friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait. Hop up in this race. No, this not a date. This a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late. Think it's past 8. Took to my place, baby. Me like some. Wait, call Jake. Think I need that. To the face. I need to take a break. Wait, but don't be cool. Money stupid blue. Boyfriend is a fool. I'm trying to make you comfortable. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram.
Let's go, Swan. Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick? Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. Right, it's in the air.
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year. Them did him in his blood with that work on commercial. We flew in the lab. I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers. Trying to sell to pursue my career, so I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares. Rock a rugby like pool, but put 2 in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear. I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears. It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers. Stagnated on the block for years. I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the deers.
Everybody back up, man down,
You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars. Life is a movie and death is the co-star. Mechanics of the game. Bandits trail foreigns in the lane. If they heard that the driver is gang off, we be in the part of the party that gets roped off. Mingle with the quick of the judge and both form. Questions that we asking ourselves, having the spending money that's unaccounted for. If you scared to party with gangsters, what you around us for? We do what we want, man. We get around a little. Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links. LOX give respect, cause fear stink. Chair at the table, it's the commission, a rare thing. B, come on, it's us, you hear kings. We still smell money and hear Frank. Raps like the dice game, we bout to clear bank.
Everybody back up, what? Man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product. If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us. LOX, my, you don't know about us. Double R, my, you don't know about us. D-Block, my, you don't know about us. Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight son. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight son. First off, bow down, cause this feel like Midnight Club at D-Town. What's up? Double edition, new keys in the ignition. My hat tip at Dontrell Willis with the feet.
It is NBA action on. Opening tip belongs to the King. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Fox with it. Up 6. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
And count the basket inside.
That boy's living his best life.
Fox into the front court. Up by 6. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Fox. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Simmons. Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Has a chance. Giles can't connect.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Knocked loose. And that one is out. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Not that time. To Allen. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
De'Aaron Fox. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. To Allen. For three. Great dish. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Probing the defense. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Gets it in the right corner. Simmons. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 3 for 4. Good start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court. It's Fox. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Hield. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Fox across the timeline. 5-point game. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Tough make through traffic. That's it for the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get...
Here we go. Subbing in for the team, number 41, Costa Lucas. Entering the game for Philadelphia.
Farrell can't connect. Slams it down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Knocked loose. And scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
They work it to Randolph, down low. The big fella, Zach Randolph. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Butler. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Flushes it home.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that...
On the shot clock for Sacramento. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Amir Johnson. It's the Kings now with the ball. From long range, Sixers with the rebound. Nice pass to get things going.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Down low, Randolph. He shoots off the mark. To Embiid. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Labissiere with a shot, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To Redick. Beyond the arc for three. Not that time. Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Driving right to the basket. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
You can count that one. 4-point play. Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Amir Johnson sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. Kings retain the possession. Won't go. Redick with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Zach Randolph. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. To Redick. Has a chance. It's good.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
It's Sacramento ball. Now a steal by Philly.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Fires the three. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Costa Koufos able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
That's me.
Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Embiid. 4-3. Good for three.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Kings have the basketball. Randolph lets it fly from long range. Rebound cleared by Philly. And a throwdown.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
For three, and that's rebounded by the Kings. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Has a look.
Shooter.
Farrell can't connect. Lays it up and in. Long key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Sixers finally break through. 50